Hello everybody, my name is Justin from 3-in-1 Property. Today with me is Li-Ping from Install Homes. We are just here for a short sharing on the new Parktown Residences. In case you haven't heard of it, it's a new up-and-coming project that's going to be launched in Singapore next month. So I'm here to gain some perspective from my much wiser colleague. So let's see how she can tackle my questions. The first question, is there any reason you will discourage anyone from buying Parktown Residences? Any reason?
Because this new project will be in a way in the center of everything. There's going to be a community center. There's going to be actually a new polyclinic near there. And there's also going to be a shopping mall that is easily about 3 to 4 levels. You have a MRT accessibility and you have a bus interchange that is directly linked. So if you're somebody who is concerned about having too much noise, the crowd causing, let's say, a lot of congestion, things like that, it may be a better choice for you to actually look at somewhere that is nearby but not within the center of it all. So, like for example, some maybe retirees, they feel that they don't want it to be too near all the hustle and bustle, so they may want an estate that is slightly further away but yet not too far from Parktown Residence. But of course, if you're somebody who is like me, growing up at an area where there's easy convenience to getting groceries, going to school, getting food, making it easy for my friends to connect with me and for me to head down to meet people, or for my parents to commute without me worrying about not having like buses or trains, then definitely this is something that we have to look out for. The launch is going to happen really soon, in the next 1 or 2 months, so that's why I'm excited to share more about this project.
Thank you, Li-Ping. Okay, so Tampines has been an evolving project. It has been around since the 80s, the 90s, and now that we have seen that it has expanded into more and more like its own township.
Yep.
Can you tell me about how Tampines has I mean, what's your impression of Tampines throughout the years? What do you think of it?
I would say that when I was younger, because I stay in the northeast area, but my junior college is in the east, so I feel that when I was younger, to me Tampines is somewhere very far. I have to take a 1-hour bus ride to get there. But of course, having said so, since then, in the 90s, 200s, 210s, and even now, the whole place has evolved so much. Initially, there's only Tampines Mall. After that, they have Century Square, they have Tampines One. Then after that, they have our Tampines Hub. And from there, they also expand out now towards the west side, where now it's going to be a whole new regional growth. So I will feel that it will be something like Punggol at the start, where Punggol is like the MRT is, but now we have the new MRT that has been extended out, like Punggol Cove MRT, and they have all the North Shore development. So I feel that a lot of people, right, initially during the first stage of the development of the area, people may be a bit hesitant because the amenities hasn't been up and running yet. But now if you were to go down to Punggol Cove, we see that there's a lot of shops, there's like a huge Sheng Siong there. I believe that it will be similar for this new area where Parktown Residences is going to be at, and whoever were to move there right now, right, you will enjoy the benefits down the road. Yeah, meaning that next time when people they are planning to buy somewhere new, because we understand in Singapore we have this concern about the lease decay of buying a project that's too old, this will not be a huge concern for you if today you are planning to buy Parktown Residences, or even like the EC that's right next to it, be it tenant is fully sold, so we are looking at Orel of Tampines. So these are some options that is available in the market, be it you're a private property buyer or an EC buyer.
Oh, I think that's very insightful. She's definitely much wiser than me. I also learned a lot today, just like the rest of you. Okay, so one final question before we move on. So for Parktown Residences, let's say I'm buying it for investment.
Sure.
Which of the room size will you recommend? I understand that they have 1 bedder all the way to 5 bedders. I mean, like for investment, what will you recommend that I will buy? And let's say, okay, I won't talk about a budget, but I will just say that for investment, what will you recommend?
Okay, for investment, right, definitely for today, if we are looking at post-COVID, what the trend has been telling us is that people, they want to go for a larger space, a larger unit. So for example, if today I really need to work from home, I have maybe 2 children, so it's a standard family kind of arrangement where there's the parents, 2 children, maybe 1 helper, and maybe eventually one of the parents may want to stay in with the family, it's better for us to actually to plan forward. So like for today, if I were to buy a 2-bedder, for example, it will maybe just be a family profile of the parent and maybe 1 child and maybe 1 helper. But if I were to stretch myself and look at a 3-4-bedder or even a 5-bedder, if I can go for it, definitely the exit plan will make more sense, and you can actually cater to more family members in the same house. Moving forward, I would say that Tampines ultimately is a very family-centric neighborhood. The estate has people from different generations, so I feel that having a good size unit, 3-bedder, 4-bedder, 5-bedder will make sense in terms of the exit in the future. I also noticed that around this area, there's a lot of new BTO flats. So definitely for the family who has stayed there for the past 5 or 10 years, it will be more comfortable for them to sell and upgrade to a project that is within the same neighborhood because of the sense of familiarity, being near to the schools, being near to the parents, or being very used to able to travel easily, because Tampines is just beside our world-renowned Changi Airport. Yeah, so the attraction of wanting to stay back in the same neighborhood will be very strong. Furthermore, in terms of investment, like what Justin mentioned, we talk about the exit plan. I also want to talk about the price. So if today I were to buy a property that is, for example, 2,000 per square feet, and the size is, let's say, 1,000, and I were to sell it, let's say, for 2,005 per square feet, and the size is 1,000 square feet, I'll be able to make use of the 1,000 square feet size as a strong multiplier. Versus if today I were to buy a project, a unit that is only 500 square feet versus 1,000, I have the extra income or the capital gains because of the extra space of the 500 square feet. And I'm just talking about simply entering at, for easy calculation, 200 per square feet and exiting at 2,500 per square feet. So these are some factors that I'll look up for. Yeah, and I can also still add on further if that's okay.
Sure,
like
please.
Today, right, maybe for example, let's say for example we are buying and we are 40 years old. So now for us to actually stretch and get a loan, we have a runway of up to 75 years old if we want to go for a bank loan. But today, right, let's say if I'm 45 years old, I'm only left with about 20 years. So I'll rather stretch myself more when I'm younger and go for a larger unit. And then next time, if I were to choose to, like, let's say to downgrade to 1 or 2-bedder, it's easier for me to downgrade 10 years down the road rather than upgrade again 10 years down the road. So that's usually what I'll advise my client to really think a few steps forward. I'd rather work a bit harder now since I'm younger today and go the extra mile more today now that I'm younger rather than to have to face this issue next time when I'm older. Yeah.
I think that's awesome and very brilliant. Okay, thank you, Li Ping. I really benefited a lot today, and I'm sure the viewers have benefited too. I'll see you next round for our discussion.
Okay,
Thank you.
sure. Thank you.
Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.